back to the problem, everybody. So, di ba remember, to recap, we have this problem. So, di ba remember, we already wrote it like this. 3/5 of log base 8 of 32 minus, ayan, that's negative pala. So, the first one is negative. Minus, and the negative 3/5 times the log base 8 of f. And then, di ba remember, we have plus 21 over fifths times the log base 8 of h. Diba? So, yan. And then we have plus log base, tapos we have, ano yun? 18 over 5 times the log base 8 of z raised to the minus 14. Diba? That's on the left side that we simplified first, diba? May multiplying all the negative 3/5, diba? So, yun talaga yung ginawa namin. And then, diba, remember, the next thing that we did is, we factor this out. So, ang ginawa namin, we did minus plus log of 8 of x plus 2 plus log of 8 of x minus 5 minus log of 8 of y plus 1 minus log of 8 of y minus 9. Now, the thing that we need to do is to just bring up all the exponents. Whatever the exponents are, ilagay namin sa taas. So, therefore, we have log base 8 of 32 being raised to the 3/5 power plus log base 8 of f being raised to the negative 3/5 power din. Diba? And then plus log base 8 of h being raised to the 21 raised to the 5th power. Diba? All the exponents are being brought up. And then we have, ano yun? Log base 8 of z minus 14 that's being raised to the 18 minus 5th power. Diba? And then we have log base, we have log base 8 of x plus 2 plus log base 8 of x minus 5 minus log base 8 of y minus 1, y plus 1 pala, minus log base 8 of y minus 9. Diba? Now, that's already written in simplified form. Now, we need to write that in one simple log. So, let's write it this way. So, diba remember we have log base 8 and then we have this big fraction. Para we can write all our answers here. Diba? What's in the numerator? 32 and 3/5. Yes. 32 that's being raised to the negative 3/5 power. So therefore, actually, because they all have the same denominator, we can all put this in the 5th root, diba? So therefore, this is going to be the 5th root of 32 raised to the negative 3. Very good. Diba? That's correct. And then, diba, this one, it's being raised to the 5th power. Plus log base 8 of f raised to the 3/5 power. And that's supposed to be equivalent to, wait pala, checking on my script. Kasi nga pala, that's supposed to be, ano yun, positive pala. That's supposed to be minus. So, therefore, this one is supposed to be nasa baba. So, therefore, we have to take this negative. Because I checked on my solution sheet. So, you always have to be very careful. So, dapat this one is supposed to be down. This one. Okay? And then, we have log base 8 of h. Yan, di ba remember that's positive, di ba? So, kung naka-positive yan, that's supposed to be nasa taas. Okay? H raised to the 21st power. Diba? And then log base 8 of z minus 14 raised to the 18 minus 5 power. Nasa taas. Diba? So, yan. Nasa taas. Z minus 14 raised to the 18. Diba? Nasa taas. And then we have plus log base 8 of x plus times 2. Yes, so therefore we have x times 2, di ba? And then x times 5, x minus 5 pala. That's minus. Okay? Naka-plus. So it's on the top. And then minus log base 8 of y plus 1. So yan, nasa baba. Even that 1, nasa baba din. So therefore we have y minus 1, y plus 1. So that's it. That's our final answer. But actually, we can still simplify this further. Tsaka, forgot to mention to you pala, yung what you call this, yung log base 8 of 32 raised to the negative 3/5, we can still simplify that. So doing it here, di ba remember, di ba remember we have negative 3/5. We have negative 3/5 times the log base 8 of 32. Di ba? Kaya naman it became positive. Di ba? Log base 8 of 32. Di ba? So translating this into exponential equation, di ba remember 8 raised to what power gives you 32? Did you find a base that's congruent? Wala. So therefore, all you have to do is, you're going to, split into fraction. Okay? So find a base. And therefore, 2 raised to what power gives you 8? 3. And we know the congruent base is 2, di ba? Because 8 and 32, they have a common base of 2. So therefore, we get 3x. And then 2 raised to what power gives you 32, and that's 5. Then since all bases are identical, we can now solve for x. So therefore, x is equivalent to 5/3. Hey, parang siyang just like reciprocal, ah. Did you know talaga we just multiply everything, and then, di ba remember you have log base 8? Di ba remember that's supposed to be minus, di ba? So dapat if we just multiply that, negative times negative becomes positive, di ba? So therefore, parang it's like negative 3/5 times negative 5/3. That becomes positive 15 over 15, which simplifies to just 1. So therefore, that's already 1 whole. So therefore, this guy's already gone. So therefore, if I were to simplify this further, dapat supposed to be 1 plus, so therefore, to write your final answer, ito yung final answer. 1 plus the log base 8 of, wait lang ha, di ba remember we still need to work this out in the roots. Kasi nga, di ba remember, since they have the same root, because it's being taken by the root of 5, so therefore, we can just, combine it. Very good. We can merge the 2 in the numerator. So therefore, we have, di ba remember, this is 5th root of 21, h raised to 21st power. So therefore, it's h raised to 21 times z minus 14 raised to the 18th power. So that's how they're being raised to the 5th power. I mean to the 5th root. Diba? And then doon sa baba, it's f cubed taken by the 5th root. Of course, we can also do that. Para sabay na, we can also do it this way. Pwede namin lagay namin sa taas para sure na yan. But I think it can still work. But it's just that, kung ganun tayo, we might have a complex fraction. And it will double that. So pwede pa rin yun. Or let's say, for example, diba remember you have something like this, diba? Try ko to see if it's true. For example, diba remember you have this one. We have 25, this is 16, and this is 9. You can already put this in one, one, what you call this? Wait. Tama ba? You can already put this in one root, diba? 25 times 16 and then 9. Tama? So therefore, if you were to do that, you get 400 over 9. And 400 over 9, you take the square root, and you're supposed to get 20 over 3. Diba? And because, diba remember, you take this, and then, diba remember this one, this becomes 4 times 5, this 5 times 4, and then 3. So 5 times 4 is 20, and then divide by 3. So tama, you will also get that. So tama, you will also end up with a complex fraction. And then if in case lang talaga you have something like this, Let's say, for example, meron pa rin tayo, you have, ano yun? Divide by the square root of, ano yun? 36. Diba? And you know that's supposed to be the square root of 6. So therefore, kung ganun tayo, therefore it's going to be square root of 25 times square root of 16, all divided by the square root of 9, all divided by the square root of 36. That's really like a complex fraction. This is going to be 5 times 4 divided by 3, and then divide by 6. So 5 times 4 divided by 3, all divided by 6. So therefore, diba, remember that's the problem, diba? And then rewriting this, diba, remember ganito siya. 5 times 4 divided by 3, all divided by 6. Of course, this one becomes 20 over 3. Diba? Tama nga, that's still being raised to that power. And then you divide that, diba? 6 over 1. Or 20 over 3 raised to the 1/6 power. So you're supposed to get 20 over 18, which simplifies to 10 over 9. So tama. That's exactly what will happen. And if you are to do this all together, you're supposed to get 5 times 4 divided by 3. Yeah, I think what you notice, you can already put that in one root. Pero what you notice, the problem is, you might come up with a very, very big equation. Pero di ba, I think what you notice, this is already a complex fraction. And you know naman, for the sake of lots of people, they don't like it when there's so many fractions. It could baffle them. Pero never mind. Let's just leave our answer na lang like that. So, pero let's say, for example, if you're a math genius, you can also try to simplify this. What other advices you can tell me? Don't hesitate to put it in the comments. Okay? So, yun nga. 5th root of f cubed. And then we have y minus 9, y plus 1. So, therefore, this is your final answer. The final answer is 1 plus the log of 8. Log of 8. In the numerator, we have 5 of h raised to the 21st power times z minus 14 raised to the 18th power, diba? And then in the denominator, we have 5th root of f cubed. Then we have y minus 9 and y plus 1. That's it. So that's deliberately our final answer. Yun ang final answer namin dito sa problem na to. So now we're done with item number 9. Okay? To check my solution sheet, di ba ito yung final sagot namin? Ito dapat ang final sagot. Yes, correct. We can also do that. We can also do that din. Pwede pa rin tayo mag-anon. Di ba? Ay, wait, I forgot. Because we still have to multiply pa by the, the x plus 2 and x plus 5. So, tama, this is supposed to be the right answer. Let's rewrite your final answer again. So, 1 plus log base 8 of, let's double check this time, 5th root of h of 21, z minus 14 raised to the 18th power, and then this one, x plus 2, x minus 5, all divided by the 5th root of f cubed. Yun nga. That's it. Yun ang sagot. Now, on to our very last problem of today. So, last but not least, we have a very, 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 very tricky logarithmic problem that I want you to solve in number 10. So, number 10 is time for the hardest problem yet. So, are you ready? If you're really ready, let's do this, okay? Ready ka na ba sa last problem? Sa item number 10. Siguro kung ready ka na, gawin na namin para matulad matapos na. Okay? And I'm telling you, this is a very tough problem. So all you have to do is just focus along with me, and right there after then, you're already good to go. Okay? So now, we're gonna have to take the natural log of, wow! Did you see this entire equation? Everything's being taken out by the 10th root! Wow! Ang hirap naman talaga yung problema na yan. Pero don't worry. This still implies the application of utilizing what you've learned from laws of exponents, laws of logarithms, and many more. Diba? Kaya let's work this out step by step to see how we're gonna do it. Okay? Kaya namin to. So we have ln, and then remember, since we're using ln, that is the natural log. So we're gonna take the natural log of the 10th root of, in the numerator, diba, remember, this is all in a group. So we do the PEMDAS, this one comes first, taken by square root, and then we multiply it with this one, multiply with this one, then this one first, then take the, then multiply, and then take the 5th root, and then distribute the exponent, simplify this first, then simplify everything, and then whatever answer you get from all the rest, divide it out, and then after that, we take the 10th root. Wow! Grabe naman yung equation, yung expression na yan. Parang ang lalim. Only profound math Olympiad people can do this. You know what? If you're really a math Olympiad, just tell me how you can do this problem. Now, let me see how can I do it, okay? Ready? Go! So, therefore, we have ln of the 10th root of all the items that you see here. It's tough to solve, but don't worry, it's still compatible to utilize the laws of logs to help you solve for everything in the answer. Okay? So therefore, this is how we're gonna do. First, you still remember what do we do to the 10 here that you see over here? We can translate all of this to an exponential, to a fractional exponent, diba? We can rewrite it like this. So let's rewrite this equation first. So diba, remember, this is the 10th root. Ito yung malaki na yan. 10th root of, ano yun? The square root of AB. C raised to the negative 6. D minus 2. Diba? And then sa baba, we have the 5th root of EF squared. Diba? And then we have GHI raised to the negative 8. Then, it's being raised to the cube. Diba? And then we have J squared plus 7J plus 12. Diba? Ang hirap na yan. Pero let's see what can we do. So the first thing that we need to do is to rewrite that into a fractional exponent. Diba? Rewriting this into fractional exponents. Okay? So let's rewrite that into a fractional exponent. And doing so will give you something like this. Diba? Remember, everything here is being raised to the 1/10 power. So therefore, it's this. Copy what's on the numerator. Square root of AB. C raised to the negative 6. D minus 2. Diba? On the denominator, we have the 5th root of EF. Although the F is being squared lamang. Then GHI, in a parenthesis, I is being raised to the 8th power, then being raised to the 3rd power, or cube. And then we have this one. So yan. Everything's being raised to the 1/10 power. And then, what's the next step? We translate all the roots and simplify it. Or you can just, what you call this, distribute all the exponents that you see here. So let's work this out one by one. So first of all, looking at the A and the B. Diba, remember, this is square root, diba? Nakita mo to, square root. So anong gawin na namin? Ang gawin na namin ay, i-translate na namin yung A and B into the 1/2 power. So therefore, it's AB raised to the 1/2 power. Diba? What's next? And then, diba, remember, the C raised to the negative 6, just leave it there. D minus 2, just leave it there din. Wala tayong magagawa dito. What about this one? Yes, that can be translated into a fraction. That can be translated into a fractional exponent. So therefore, EF squared is being raised to the 1/5 power. Diba? And then this one, we can distribute the exponent. Pero sabay na, let's just do it this way. GHI, negative 8, cube. And then we have J squared, plus 7J, plus 12. Diba? That's the thing that we're gonna do. And then now, the thing that we're gonna do now is to distribute all the exponents. Diba? Oh my God. I-distribute na namin lahat yung mga exponents na nakita mo dyan. Diba? Let's distribute all the exponents. Lalo na yung nasa denominator. We have to work that out first. Pero for the sake of J j squared plus 7j plus 12, that can still be written as a factor. We can factor this out. So let's work this out here. So j squared plus 7j plus 12. Diba? We factor this out. And we're supposed to get j, diba? And then, diba, remember, what two numbers that you can multiply together to give you